getting off track.
Keep them coming. And his article in JD, it's pure gold. The unified theory of why the sink chooses violence when you're wearing light-colored clothing.
Oh, that is so relatable. We've all been there. The splashback seems personal sometimes.
Totally. And he suggests splash zone analysis and recruiting white shirt volunteers. Framing it like serious research is just hilarious. Why are sinks so good at keeping secrets? Because they know how to keep things under wraps.
He even proposes a scratch and sniff section. Aromas of appliance betrayal.
Can you imagine? The lingering smell of burnt popcorn? Or that mystery fridge smell?
It's taking the whole concept to another level, appealing to other senses. Just shows his creative commitment. What do you call it? A lazy appliance? A couch potato masher.
And crucially, it's his mention of cybersecurity that makes ChatGPT switch gears. So he's steering the ship, even through the silliness.
Exactly. He's guiding the flow, mixing the absurd with the practical. Why was the computer cold? It left its windows open.
And importantly, the text notes that ChatGPT calls him Marcello. It knows who it's talking to, suggesting a history there.
Right. That recognition implies context, a shared background between them, which makes the interaction feel less random. Why did the AI cross the road? To optimize the pedestrian routing algorithm.
Okay, now for the twist. Claude?
Oh.
Or the AI that wasn't Claude?
The actual edit note in the document from Marcello. He clarifies that
Devo
ChatGPT
intentare sì,
initially
man,
called
this is so
him
much
Claude,
fun.
probably because that previous chat.
The future of technology.
But Marcello notes that despite the name slip,
We
the
are
AI,
serious
whichever one it
and we're
technically
funny
was
as
at
fuck.
that moment, was fully engaged in our running joke and understood the whole absurd JD conversation.
So the AI was tracking the context of the joke, the entropy theme, the journal, even if it momentarily got the user's name wrong.
That seems to be the case. It suggests memory or at least context retention across interactions, which is pretty significant. It adapted to the established dynamic.
So looking at the humor here, it's this mix, isn't it? Sarcasm, outright absurdity, and just relatable stuff about, messy kitchens.
Precisely. It works because it takes the familiar, the annoyances of domestic life and just blows them up to ridiculous proportions. And the back and forth, the way they build on each other's jokes, that's key.
It really feels like improv sometimes. Marcello throws out a weird idea, ChatGPT adds another layer, and suddenly you have, coffee makers demanding suffrage.
And that collaborative aspect is really interesting from an AI perspective. It's not just spitting out jokes it learned. It seems to be participating in the creation of humor.
So what does this tell us about the AIs themselves? It definitely reflects their training data, right? ChatGPT knows about existentialism, it knows about cybersecurity, it knows about Roombas.
Absolutely. Its responses are built on the immense amount of text it's processed. It can pull together concepts of philosophy, tech, everyday life, even.
Like long, 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 long island in the rain.
It makes you think, doesn't it? If AI can grasp absurdity and everyday frustrations this well, what does that mean for its potential for genuine understanding, maybe even creativity? And seriously, what would the editorial guidelines for the Journal of Applied Domestic Entropy look like?
Right, that's the real question.
Yeah.
And as these AIs develop more distinct personalities, how does that change our relationship with them? Do they move beyond just being tools to become, well, like you